Morning, students. Now we are going to discuss hormones and its classification. Animals have two systems of internal communication and regulation. Number one is the nervous system, and number two is the endocrine. The nervous system actually conveys high speed electrical signals along specialized units called neurons. The endocrine system is made up of the endocrine glands, which secretes the hormones that coordinate slower but longer acting responses to stimuli. What is hormone? The chemical messengers that are secreted directly into the blood, which carries them to organs and tissues of the body to exert their functions. These are organic substances produced in small amounts by specific tissues, secreted into the bloodstream to control the metabolic and biological activities in the target cells. What are the properties of hormones? These are produced by specialized glands and are secreted directly into the bloodstreams. These are transported by the bloodstream from the endocrine cells to the target cells. They exert the effect not only locally but also to other tissues. Hormones are required in very small amounts and their effect may be excitatory or inhibitory depending upon the concentration of the physiological state of the responding tissue. Hormones belong to different types of chemical structure. They may be steroids, proteins, peptides, or amino acid derivatives. There are many types of hormones that act on different aspects of bodily functions. These are some of the important functions of the hormones for the development and growth, for the metabolism of the food items, for the sexual function, for the mental function, and for the maintenance of the body temperature. Signaling by any of these molecules involves three key events, that is reception, signal transduction, and hormones can be classified according to their chemical nature, mechanism of action, nature of action, stimulation of endocrine glands, and the effect of hormones. The classification of hormones can also be done based on whether it is steroid or non-steroid, whether it is derived from the protein or not. Steroid hormones. These are lipid soluble. They diffuse through the cell membranes, endocrine organs, adrenal cortex, ovaries, testes, and the placenta. Non-steroid hormones are not soluble in lipids, but they receive by the receptors external to the cell membrane. Endocrine glands, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, adrenal medulla, pituitary gland, and the this is the classification of hormones at a broader level. It can be classified as either steroids or non-steroids. Non-steroids may be peptide hormones. The steroid hormones may be further classified into sex hormones and male sex hormones. The female sex hormones is further classified as estrogen and progesterone. Based on the mechanism of action of hormones, it can be classified as group 1 hormone or group 2 hormone. Group 1 hormone binds to intracellular receptors to form receptor complexes that mediate biochemical functions. Mostly these are lipophilic in nature. Group 2 hormones binds to cell surface receptors and stimulate the release of secondary messengers which in turn perform biochemical functions. Thus hormones itself is the first messenger. Hormones are further subdivided into three categories based on chemical nature of the second messenger, that is cyclic AMP, phosphatidylinositol and calcium. Some cases secondary messengers are unknown. Based on the nature of hormone action, it can be classified as a local hormone or general hormone. The local hormones have a specific local effect through paracrine secretion. For example, the hormone testosterone. General hormones. These are hormones transported through circulation to the distal target tissue. Organ examples are thyroid hormones and insulin. Tropic hormones and non-tropic hormones. Tropic hormones. Their primary function is to act at different endocrine glands than those from which are secreted, maintaining their integrity and regulating the secretion of other hormones. In the absence of these hormones, their endocrine target tissues lose their structural integrity and stop secreting their hormones. Example, thyroid stimulating hormone. Non-tropic hormones. They do not regulate the secretion of other hormones. They directly stimulate target cells to induce effects. Example, insulin and cat. Effect of hormones. Based on the effect of hormones, it can be classified as a kinetic hormone, a metabolic hormone, or a morphogenetic hormone. Kinetic hormone. These hormones may cause muscle contraction, pigment migration, glandular secretion, and others. Examples of these hormones is epinephrine. The next one is metabolic hormone. These are hormones that mainly cause changes in the rate of metabolism and balance the reaction. Example, insulin, glucagon, and parathyroid hormone. Third one is morphogenetic hormone. These are hormones that mainly involved in growth and differentiation in the body. Examples, follicle stimulation hormone and luteinizing. These are the references. Thank you for watching.